Some people call him the baddest man on the planet. I call him a fireman from Ohio, but you're going to see him Saturday, UFC 260, the much anticipated heavyweight title rematch when Stipe Miocic takes on Francis Ngannou. Stipe, you got the salad growing out long these days. Just another fight for you or what heading into Saturday?
I think it's like that every time, but of course there's always implications, like someone's trying to get my belt. Nothing new, but listen, it's gonna be a hell of a fight Saturday, but I'm coming out with the belt still hanging here and still with my hand raised, belt wrapped around my waist. Nothing's gonna change.
I'm trying to figure out your superpower, Stipe. I mean, you have a well-rounded game, obviously, and you've got incredible resolve and a chin, and we've seen you battle back from being hurt. But I wonder, is it the fact that you don't care? Now, care not meaning you don't train hard, not meaning you don't believe in your craft, but the fact that you don't get caught up in the trash talk, the hype, anything that has to do with that. Do you think ultimately that's your superpower for sustained success?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's my beautiful voice and my clear, sentences when I talk, and no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I tell you all the time, I have the best team in the world. My coaches are amazing, and we always have a great game plan walking in, and just say no matter what happens, what situation, don't get frazzled, and because when you get frazzled, man, you start losing that conditioning, you start breathing heavier, you start getting tired. It's gotta weather the storm at times and just be fine.
All right. Well, look, we did a little fun special here on Morning Kombat on CBS Sports. Did a resume review of your UFC run the past 10 years, fight by fight. And what I did notice, Stipe, is your composure just seems to be different from everyone else. And again, it's not just the ability to take a punch, it's the ability to adapt within danger. So, I mean, how do you ascribe where that comes from? I mean, it's maybe some of the same skills you use as a fireman and paramedic to be able to make quick decisions in very uncertain circumstances. But where do you think that's born inside of you?
I don't know. It's maybe the way I was raised. I just, I'm very competitive. I'm just, I don't like losing. I like winning. And I think, just with training too, and just over the years, man, you mature and you learn, and you experience things. And I don't know. I never really thought about that, but thank you. I think just over the years, man, you just learn yourself and you get to know yourself, and you understand you're willing to do more.
All right, you're facing one of the most destructive knockout punchers, obviously, this sport has ever seen in Francis Ngannou. You fought him the first time. A spectacular performance, start to finish. When you go back and rewatch it from you, dominant. Obviously, the first round was the most competitive, maybe the most scary. How hard does Francis Ngannou hit, Stipe? Tell us in layman's terms here.
No, he hits hard, no question. I think he does bring the power. I think, but if I keep my hands up and chin down, I'll be good. I'll get hit. It's a fight. And unfortunately, I get touched up easily. So I mean, he could flick me, I'll probably bruise. So, no, he does hit hard. But if I just got to weather that storm, I'll be good.
Well, part of your weathering that storm in round one of the first fight in 2019 was your ability to counter with the right hand. How much do you think speed was a factor in you beating him the first time, and will it be the same in this rematch?
Oh, definitely. I think the one thing, not just with the Francis, when I fight, is my speed. I think I have good speed, and I think I've gotten faster. As I've gotten older, lost a few lbs, and I feel more efficient, and I feel good.
All right, Kamaru Usman, the great UFC welterweight champion, going to be in the corner of Francis Ngannou. So, what does that tell you, Stipe? Does that imply a wrestling change for the Predator?
Oh, definitely. I think they're the friends too, and I think Usman is a great champion, and it's good to have him in his corner. Good for him.
Okay. I think the biggest storyline, though, if you're asking anybody heading into this card, is how good did Francis get since you beat him? I know none of us have that answer, so I know what you're going to tell me, Stipe. You're going to say, "Hey, bro, I did 86 of these interviews, and my answer every time is I'm preparing for the best Francis." But honestly, how good do you expect his takedown defense, his scrambling ability, his ability to get up, all that stuff compared to the first fight when you two rematch this Saturday?
I don't know. I will find out. If it happens, I'll let you know. We get down there, but right now, wherever it goes, if it stays on our feet, I'll be fine. If we go on the ground, I'll be fine. Nothing's going to change, and I have a great game plan. I'm conditioned. I'm ready. I've been doing everything I need to do to win this fight, which I will.
We saw some nice footage on the UFC Embedded series heading into this one of you, final day at the firehouse, at home, getting preparations ready to jump on the plane. I noticed in your locker in the firehouse a JDS Junior Dos Santos action figure. What's the story behind that one getting in there?
One of the guys bought it for me, joking around. I think it was after I lost him the first time in Phoenix or whatever it was, or they just saw. I don't remember, but they bought it. Thought it'd be funny. It's actually, so it's been there for a couple of years actually.
Love that. My father was a 25-year fireman. My uncle, my neighbor. It's been a big part of my family growing up. I've also had a chance to sample your fire department coffee extra strong flavor version that the fine folks there do. Stipe, what is in that? Because I'm not sure if you're drinking that, you can pass a USADA test.
No, it's just double the caffeinated cup of coffee. So it's 2 cups of coffee, one pretty much. You know, I mean, it's I'll get you going. Listen, if you're tired, I got you.
Well, I can vaguely remember my dad leaving in the middle of the night, going out for a fire. Obviously, as a kid, you never know. You know he's coming back. You hope he's coming back. Do you have any gnarly stories of fighting a fire throughout your career so far?
No, we get a lot more EMS calls. We have a lot more gnarly ones with EMS, but nothing out of the ordinary. Just typical.
Okay. Do you ever get recognized on the scene? Someone's having heart palpitations and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, ain't you the heavyweight champion of the world?"
I have actually. It's funny. It's getting worse.
All right. Well, we talked about your composure, your ability maybe to not get caught up too much emotionally in the negotiations, the trash talk, all of those side things. Was there ever a time, though, through your UFC run where you felt like maybe you had to check your own ego or someone had to check it for you?
Always gets checked at home, at the fire station, at the gym. It don't matter. Like my family, they don't care. They don't care that I'm heavyweight champ of the world, man. They just, they're just a regular person. Nothing different.
I mean, everybody in the Embedded series is breaking your balls. Even the father-in-law is like, I had to watch this fight on an iPad last time. I mean, hey, Pops, come on.
I know, right? No, yeah, they don't care. They that's why I love them. That's why I love my in-laws. Love my mom and my stepfather, and it's great support cast I have. I'm very lucky.
How much do you take pride in the idea that you're considered the greatest heavyweight of all time? Does that matter to you?
Yeah, it's great. It's everyone's opinion. One guy might say it, one guy not, but it's just being the talks of it. It's great, and it just shows I'm doing something right.
One person you were never able to fight, and it's not your fault, really not his. It's the great Cain Velasquez due to the injuries. Is there ever a part of you that laments that you wanted to have that opportunity to get past him, to add that to your collection?
No, it just never happened. So I wasn't worried about it. I was just worried about the next guy,
All right. Well, one time you're going to be, having a beer in the backyard and somebody's going to go, "Stipe, what would that fight have looked like?" So why don't I be that guy? Stipe, what the hell would that fight have looked like?
I don't know, man. I think it would have been nonstop action for 25 minutes, unless one of us got caught.
Cardio Cain, definitely a tough out. Cardio Stipe certainly became that guy after the first Junior Dos Santos fight. Would you say that was the most important, the loss to Junior, in terms of a turning point, in terms of you learning lessons that you needed in your career?
100%. That was everything. That was my confidence booster. That was everything. That's what made it.
Was the Stefan Struve knockout on the up and up? Let me ask you this. He broke you down with a jab, and to his credit, he finished you off. But there was a low blow, and did you slip as that final punch was being hit? What can you sort that out all these years later?
No, I lost. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter. I lost. Can't take it back. So I'm just going to leave it at that, man. Listen, he beat me. Stop me. Good for him.
Nobody can crack the armor of Stipe and get him to say a bad word about anybody. I love it. It's great. One of your former foes, Fabricio Verdum, invented a great nickname for you accidentally, calling you Stipe. He still calls you that today, a combination of your first and last name. I don't think he thinks it's a nickname. I think he thinks you're Stipe. Your thoughts on that?
Oh, well, I'll ask my wife if she likes it or not.
All right, Dana White already announcing that John Jones, the great light heavyweight champion, is slated to face the winner. You've talked about this possibility a lot of times. How do you think John will be able to adapt, though, to the heavyweight game?
Well, I think he'd do well. He's an amazing fighter. He's one of the best of all time. He's bulking up, getting bigger, and he's an amazing fighter, honestly. Yeah, but right now my focus is on Saturday. I'm fighting Francis. That's all I care about. I can't look ahead. And it's, when people look ahead, that's when things fall apart. Now, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Saturday, UFC 216. That's all I care about. It's my vision. And that's all I'm worried about. Get that W. That's all I care.
Well, it wouldn't be an awkward interview if I didn't counter you saying you don't want to look ahead by asking you to look ahead. You keep talking about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury and the idea of a fun crossover fight. Stipe, do you think you can win those fights in their sport against them?
It's a fight. That's all I'm going to say. It's a fight.
Okay. I mean, is this like a secret, sneaky Stipe money grab where you're like, I don't care if I lose, I'm going to buy that vacation home? Or is this like, no, I think I can knock Anthony Joshua out?
Listen, I'm frugal, so it has nothing to do about buying a vacation home. No, man, listen, it's a fight. I know I have I have great coaches. I think we could find something, figure a way out. We always do. I think, and it's a lot different. I have to train with, worrying about kicks, knees, and takedowns and submissions. All I worry about is boxing, just work on things. And that be, not saying it's easier, but just a lot less comprehensive with just, doing a bunch of different martial arts.
The only time I've seen you upset, Stipe, having just recently rewatched your entire career, was after your great knockout of Andrei Arlovski when he was ranked #2, and you basically said, hey, Dana, give me the damn title shot, right? I saw the passion, the Croatian sensation coming out of you. But I've got to imagine that one time that you saw Brock Lesnar run in the cage and push DC, you got to be pretty mad in that moment, right? You got to be pretty mad.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, I just I wanted to talk, I would love to say something, but I didn't get the chance to get my rematch and stuff. But, listen, it's all about showmanship. People want that stuff. And, it's all about soap opera, and that's what they want, and they got it.
Considering heavyweights age late, all right? And considering we're still talking about you being speed, Randy Couture fought until they gave him a Social Security card. How much longer can you keep doing this at the ultra elite level?
Yeah, I don't know. Keep going. I'm doing well. I'm having fun. And the minute I'm not having fun, I'm out. That's what I tell everyone. And, I love the process. I love everything about it. And, it's just been such a great journey. We're not stopping. And, exciting. It's exciting. I just love it.
You made, of course, a fantastic adjustment in fight #2 of your great trilogy with Daniel Cormier, where you went to the body, you wore him down, you got him out of there. Did you learn that lesson from when JDS was jabbing you to the body in rounds 3, 4, and 5 and began to slow you down in the first fight? Is there a connective tissue involved there?
No, I was just tired. I had nothing to do with body shots. I just got tired. I never went 5 rounds. No, but no, definitely. No, I mean, body shots are great, and I think they work well. I think it just took me a little longer to get them going in that fight, which I should have probably done earlier. But it is what it is. Listen, I did it, and I thought it worked, and that's all I care about.
All right, Stipe, you're a reluctant celebrity. I'll say that, right? You're not interested in this interview. You're like, who's this guy wearing a gray V-neck? Is he trying to bring it back into style? But there's privileges that come with that. Can you text LeBron right now if you wanted to? Like, how cool are you actually if I went in your phone?
Not that cool. Like pictures of my daughter and stuff, and my wife, my family, and I mean, I have some athletes in there, but a couple of guys, but I don't listen. Just normal, dude. I just want to go hang out with my family and just be a homebody.
Do they still slide down the pole in the fireman industry?
No, that stopped. That's because people are breaking their ankles and twisting their ankles. That's a no-go. I mean, there's probably some places still have a pole, but we definitely don't. We're just one level.
All right. You're gonna laugh at me and say no to this, but how the heck are you not scared when you're fighting a guy like Francis Ngannou? Okay, I know you're gonna say I'm a professional, bro, but seriously, this guy could take your soul if you let him. But Stipe, don't you let him?
No, I never let him. No, man, I'm prepared. I have the best, like I said, I have the best coaches in the world. We train hard, and then we'll go out there and do my thing and go and give him hell, like I do every time.
What a guy. Cannot get inside on him defensively. Cannot slip a question by and trick him. He's the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. And UFC 260 this Saturday on pay-per-view. You'll face Francis Ngannou the second time. Can we end up seeing an Ngannou action figure in your EMS locker after this one?
Nah, probably not.
All right. There it is. Stipe, best of luck to you, man. You're always honest. You always bring it. I appreciate that. Take care.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.